Hello stars, welcome or welcome back. My name is Aster. First off, it is so early that the sun isn't even up yet. It's still rising, so don't mind the lighting. If you are new here, hi, hello. I'm a reader and a writer, and pretty much what I'm trying to do right now, and not at this exact moment, but in general this year, is I want to publish my first novel. And so, that novel is done, has been done for a while, like over a year. The very last draft now is off to one of my friends who said she would edit it, thankfully for free. And once that gets back, and I do the edits, things can really get started. I'm wanting to go the traditional route, so I'm well aware that that takes a while. So I say I want to get published this year, but what I really mean is I want to get the process started officially, which means after all those edits go in, I send it off to a literary agent. Hopefully they accept it, and they send it off to different publishers. But right now, while I'm waiting for the draft back from my editor, I'm kind of in between a lot of things. So I started about 2 weeks ago rewriting a very old story of mine, a very old story that I never completed. And to be honest, I'm kind of loving it. The problem is I didn't actually plot this out. So I'm just, what comes to mind is happening. And whereas I know everything that happens in this story, the pacing is kind of what the chapters help with. I'm gonna reread the last little bit of chapter 2, which I wrote last week, and then I'll finish up chapter 2 today and see how far I can get. Last week I did 1,000 words a day, except for the last day I did just about 600 words. It's gonna be just kind of like a short little writing vlog, getting in the habit of doing this, getting in the habit of writing again, I mean. I wanted to do this early because I tend to take a while when writing. I'm the type to get distracted and start daydreaming, so. Okay, I know where we are, so we can start writing now. Okay, the sun is waking up. It is now 9:18. I don't know actually when I started this. 8:30 maybe? No. I would have gotten home around 7:30. So I probably started it like maybe 7:40. So I've been at it for a little bit. Word count is now 5,210. We are going to just keep going, honestly. Chapter 3, to be honest, most of what I wrote ended up being kind of some world building. I also added a plot in there that I didn't know was going to happen. That was never in the original story, but I like it. It gives more reason for the villain to do what they're doing. You don't know they're the villain yet, though. But let me take a break and talk a bit about this story. So, I haven't actually told you anything of what this story is about because I'm still undecided on whether this story is actually going to be published or not. So this was the first story that I kind of created, not the first story I wrote or created with the intention of it being a novel. That was Sidereal, my cozy fantasy, the one that I'm hoping will be my debut novel. This story, I was wrong. It's actually, no, it's 8:21. It's not 9 yet. But as I was saying, this story was originally, I think it was actually meant to be like an anime. I drew it as a manga because I was just that kind of kid. I was a weeb. I still am. But then I started writing it because I'm my drawing would change so much. And so I would just keep redrawing the same scene over and over again. So I just started writing it. And then I fell in love with writing. I haven't I still don't know if I'm going to tell you anything about the actual story, because I really don't know what's going to happen with this. But if you want to see more of the writing vlogs on this actual story, there's a playlist called Project Witch, because it's a witchy kind of story. Not witchy in the way you'd think. Not witchy in the way we know it. Witchy as in they use magic. I don't even know what to tell you, honestly, because how much is too much? I'll tell you very little. The main character, she's a witch, and the second main character, he's a bounty hunter dedicated to only killing witches. So, a little bit of tension there, a little awkward. She is heading back to her country for the country of witches for the summer, and he is assigned to kill her. So he follows her, and they end up just traveling together because obviously she knew he was going to try and kill her. So he got rid of her way. She got rid of his way to kill her. So he's just following her around as she goes back, and she doesn't think he's a threat, so she lets him. That's all I'm going to tell you for now, because again, I really don't know what's going to happen with this story. All right, so I think I'm going to end it off here for now. We're at 5,672. So I wrote about 1,000 words. I don't know if I'm gonna come and write some more later or if that's gonna be a tomorrow thing, but for now, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit and go do something else. I managed to get sick, so we're doing this in my bed today, and it's like almost 4:30. We're just gonna write a little bit, you know, as we have been. I'm tired, and I've been sleeping all day. This is the wrong one. This is gonna be hard. My brain is like in shambles right now. But I still want to write. I want to get some actual progress done because I work tomorrow. And then I don't know what's happening on Sunday, but I figure we're going to be doing something. Okay, I'm going to write a little bit and see what I can do. I think my housemate should be home soon, but I probably won't write much when she gets here. Depending, okay, you know what? I'm going to stop talking. I'll be back. I hear the car. I think that's my housemate. I got a sentence in. Hi, you're not coming up here. I'm still writing though, because yeah, one sentence is not enough, unfortunately. Okay. I think that's all I'm gonna do right now. I think my brain's just too scrambled to write properly. Unfortunately. I wrote a good chunk, but not as much as I would have liked. But my brain's not working properly, so I'm going to shut this off and wait until I can write proper words, because I feel like that'll turn out better. I am still technically sick, but I'm feeling better. I can think now, which is great. I'm still sniffly, a little bit of a sore throat, but it's fine. I'm just gonna kind of read over what I wrote a couple days ago, because I think that was Friday and it's Sunday evening now. Because my brain was not working on Friday. Friday was the first day that I got this cold, and I slept most of the day, to be honest. So yeah, I'm gonna read over, make sure it makes sense, and then I'll write just a little bit more. Not in a big mood to write, but I want to get some writing out because it is already Sunday evening and I only got like one good day of writing in this week. Okay, but I didn't write much last time, so we're it was fine. We're at 5,897 words. So I'll probably just write a bit. I don't know if I'll even get 100 words in, but just for a little bit more progress. We just started chapter 3, so we're still pretty early on into this. So I'll probably just write until they meet the next new character, or at least until they get to her house. Okay, I'm gonna leave it off here. I'm at 6,305, so I did write a couple hundred words. They got to the other character's house, but the other character hasn't made an appearance yet. So that's an exciting moment, so I'm gonna leave that off until I pick up next time, which might be tomorrow, might be Tuesday, I'm not sure. I'm honestly kind of excited for this. I remember Raylan and Felix, their characters, more than I remember the other two characters' personalities. I'm gonna go look back at the old document because I do actually want to see how far I got. I think this is the one with only 3 chapters in it, actually. That's funny. Sorry, I got to the last rewrite I did. I read one line, and it was a scene that I deleted, actually, and it was just Raylan being like, so, is your leader just as stupid? Because they're bounty hunters and they were doing everything wrong, and she's like, wow, I haven't seen people really mess up this bad in a while. Okay, oh my gosh. Wait, I just want to look at this. This is the shortest chapter ever. I'm on to the proper draft now. It's an 800-word chapter. I kind of want to read this again, to be honest. So, first meeting with that character was chapter 6 out of chapter 10. So I don't know if we even met the 4th main character, the 4th and last. Okay, we literally met him in chapter 10. So that's why I don't know their characters quite as well, because I had 10 chapters to do Raylan and Felix, but I had like 4 chapters to do Alice, and then I don't actually even remember this guy's name. In the original, his name was Daniel, but I know I definitely changed his name. Easton is his name now. I'm just gonna go to when it gets interesting, and I'm gonna reread that. I'll be back in a bit. So I read a little bit of it, but it's really hard to read because it is so badly written. Oh. It's funny, honestly, because I don't feel like my writing's changed that much as I've grown up. Yes, it has. This is hard to read. This is the first story I ever tried to write. I only got 10 chapters into it. It's like, I mean, it feels like a child was writing it, which is true. I was a child when I wrote it, but oh my god. I do want to actually like sit down and read it, because there's some things in it that seem like, oh, that'd be interesting to know or to see what I was originally thinking when I wrote it, but right now it's too hard to read. The scenes carry on, like, I drag them out, and not in a good way. Like, I'm not descriptive writing or anything. I'm just like, oh, this character did that, and then this character did that, and this character did that, and then this character said that, and then this character did that, and I like repeat lines sometimes. I don't know if that made any sense. My brain's still a little foggy, but total word count for today, 6,305. And I will be back. I assume I'll be back to write like once more before the weekend, but I'll see you guys later then. Okay, we're back, and I'm feeling slightly better. I don't feel like I'm dying anymore. So we are going to do a little bit more writing, and then I will wrap up the video, but I think I'll probably just get this interaction completed and then I'll be done. So we're meeting another one of the main characters. 3 out of 4 after this scene, and then I think we meet the next main character really soon after this, but I'm not entirely sure. Like, this isn't plotted at all, so I'm going with it. Yeah, I'll finish the scene and then I'll be back. Okay, I think that's enough. So, technically, I didn't finish the scene, but if I finish the scene, it immediately leads into the next scene, which is a pretty big scene, so I'm gonna just leave it at this, and then I can finish this next time, because this is a fairly good point. It's a down moment in the scene, a bit of a calmer moment, so I feel like that's ideal for where I should leave it off. I don't know if I'm gonna be writing this next week. I'm undecided, which I should decide because I need to start that either later today or tomorrow. So total word count at the end of this week is 6,785. We are on chapter 3. Still not sure if I want to write more of this next week or if I want to try something else. Undecided. I have 2 other possibilities what to do next week, so I really can't give you any hints. I'm undecided, but I should hopefully be better next week. I hope I am. Oh my gosh. I hope you stars enjoyed, and I will see you all next week. Bye bye.